The champagne flute trembled in my hand as my brother Adrian raised his glass, that familiar smirk curling across his face. I'd seen it since childhood, right before he pushed me into the lake or pinned his mistakes on me. "Before we continue the toasts," he declared, voice echoing through the glittering hall, "I want you all to meet my sister, Claire." He gestured toward me with theatrical flourish. "Go on, Claire, stand up!" My stomach tightened, but I rose, forcing a smile as dozens of eyes turned. I had chosen a simple dress, careful not to stand out. With Adrian, attention always came with a sting. "Here she is," he continued, his tone dripping false pity. "Still living with roommates at 31. Can you imagine? While some of us are building homes and careers, Claire is, well, still waiting for her little app project to matter." Uneasy laughter rippled across the room. Adrian's colleagues laughed loudest, raising glasses as if he'd delivered the night's best joke. Heat burned in my cheeks. His new wife, Elena, shifted awkwardly beside him, but said nothing. "Remember," he added, savoring the moment, "Claire once swore she'd be the successful one, said she'd run a company. Meanwhile, I'm a senior exec at Brightwell Industries. And Claire is still, what is it, something with computers?" "Something like that," I murmured, steadying my voice. And then the doors opened. Nathan Brightwell himself entered, the CEO. He ignored the eager crowd and walked straight to me. "Claire!" His voice rang warm and genuine. "Finally! I've been trying to reach you all day." The room fell silent. Nathan crossed the room with purpose, brushing aside eager handshakes until he reached me. He pulled me into an embrace that turned every head. "I'm so sorry I'm late," he said, keeping one hand on my shoulder. "The board meeting finally approved the acquisition. I had to thank you in person." My brother's smirk faltered. "Wait, you know my sister?" Nathan laughed. "Know her? Adrian, she's the architect of this entire deal. Without Claire, Brightwell wouldn't be expanding at all." The whispers began immediately. Adrian's colleagues exchanged wide-eyed glances. Elena's smile froze. "Partner," Nathan continued proudly, "your sister is the majority shareholder in Nexus Ventures. She doesn't just have a seat at the table, she owns the table. I answer to her." I felt the weight of every gaze shift. Adrian's triumphal mask cracked, disbelief spreading across his features. "That's impossible," he stammered. "She lives with roommates." Nathan chuckled. "You mean Daniel and Marie? They're her co-founders. They all live in the Nexus penthouse because it saves time while running 3 companies. Efficiency over luxury, that's Claire's style." Gasps echoed. Someone whispered, "3 companies?" "Yes," Nathan confirmed. "Nexus Ventures, CloudForge Systems, and Brightwell. Once the merger finalizes. And that AI patent of hers? Easily worth 9 figures. I tried to interject. "Nathan, this is Adrian's wedding." But he grinned, unbothered. "True, and congratulations, Adrian. But let's not pretend your sister is anything less than extraordinary. She's about to become chairman of Brightwell's board." The room froze. Adrian's face drained of color. My parents pushed through the crowd, faces pale with confusion. "Claire, what's going on?" my mother asked, her voice trembling. Before I could answer, Adrian tried to recover. "She's exaggerating, just trying to steal attention." I turned to him, my voice steady. "Exaggerating? Was I exaggerating when you told my ex I was unstable? When you convinced our parents I was wasting money on silly projects? Every time you humiliated me, they believed you." My father frowned. "We didn't know." "You didn't ask," I cut in. "When I patented my first design, you were too busy celebrating Adrian's promotion. When CloudForge landed its first contract, you said I was making it up. And when Nexus reached $1 billion in valuation, you hung up the phone." Silence smothered the room. Elena looked at Adrian as though seeing him for the first time. Nathan's phone buzzed. He glanced at it. "The lawyers need your signature, Chairman," he said softly. Adrian sputtered. "Chairman? You can't be serious." Nathan smiled politely. "Completely serious. Claire will oversee the new parent company structure, every department, including sales." His eyes flicked to Adrian. Gasps spread again. My brother's carefully crafted image shattered in real time. I looked at him one last time. Family supports one another, Adrian. You never did. Then I turned to Nathan. Let's go. As we walked out, whispers erupted behind us, phones already searching my name. The truth was finally louder than Adrian's lies, and for once I didn't look back.